9 weather superstitions that turned out to be true. 1. A red sunrise means a storm is coming. Red sky in morning, sailors take warning. Red sky at night, sailors delight. The color is caused by scattered sunlight. It's reflected by particles suspended in dry, dusty air. At sunset, these conditions imply a zone of dry high pressure. Weather in the mid-latitudes moves mainly west to east, so that means a day of clear sailing. At sunrise, red skies mean that the high-pressure zone has passed. A stormy low-pressure system could move through soon. So this saying is true everywhere, except the poles and the tropics. 2. Crickets chirp faster when it's warmer. There's actually a species known as the thermometer cricket. The Acanthus fultoni has a chirp rate directly tied to air temperature. It's so accurate that there's even a formula for calculating it. 3. A lunar halo means rain. Bad weather usually begins in upper-level clouds. Ice crystals bend and reflect lunar light. This can herald a change in the weather, so it's often a way to predict incoming showers. 4. Leaves curl up before it rains. This is actually caused by high humidity and wind. The leaves of some deciduous trees turn up in response. This indicates that precipitation isn't far behind. 5. A clear winter day means incoming frosts. As the old folks say, clear moon, frost soon. During the day, the sun's short-wave radiation is absorbed by Earth. It's converted into heat. When the sun sets, the planet begins radiating this heat. With no clouds to capture the heat, it becomes colder. 6. Pine cones can predict the weather. Cones are the procreative parts of pine trees. Male versions produce pollen. Pollinated female forms yield seeds. In dry weather, the outer parts of the cone's scales dry out. The inner parts stay humid. This causes the cone to open. In wet weather, the scales absorb moisture and swell shut. 7. Mackerel sky is a real weather phenomenon. An old sailor's adage goes, "Mackerel sky and mare's tails make lofty ships carry low sails." A mackerel sky is a mass of clouds that resemble fish scales. It consists of cirrocumulus or altocumulus clouds. These indicate moisture high up in a cold sky. Mare's tails are long thread-like cirrus clouds. They're often stretched by strong high-level winds. Both clues suggest an impending storm about 6 to 8 hours away. 8. Counting the time before a thunderclap makes sense. Light travels a lot faster than sound, so we first see a lightning flash, then hear the thunder. According to the lore, we should count the interval between. This will tell us how far the storm is. 5 seconds is a mile of distance. The math makes sense. At sea level and around 68 degrees Fahrenheit, sound travels at 1,129 feet per second. Thus, for every 5 seconds, it travels 5,645 feet. That's about a mile. If the interval grows longer, the storm is moving away. 9. Some people can smell the rain before it starts. Just before a storm hits, ozone fills the air. When the rain arrives, it knocks loose molecules on the surfaces it strikes. This creates the distinctive smell of rain. This scent may spread as a heads-up to people nearby. The resulting odor is known as petrichor.